Hey, what's up, folks? The brother AJ here in full effect. Got a special treat for you today. My daughter actually came today. I didn't expect to see her, but she showed up today, and unbeknownst to them, I needed them as part of my Prince Thoughtz series. You heard how I was impacted from the very first time I saw Prince in concert. I wanted to bring them on so they could tell you from their viewpoint how they were impacted the very first time they saw Prince. I'm talking about Karoline, Keyana, and AJ Jr. This is the very first time that they saw Prince live. This was September 16th, a Tuesday night no less, and it was 1997. And I took them to the PNC Art Center in Holmdel, New Jersey, just off the Parkway. And they got a chance to experience Prince for themselves. They always ask me, yo, Dad, why do you love Prince the way you do? Like, I don't understand it. What is it about this guy? And I kept saying, until you see him live, you won't get it. So I made it a point to take them to see him live. And just like me after that, it changed their lives. And I want you to hear it from their mouths. So they have no idea. They're upstairs. I'm actually going to bring them downstairs. I told them I need them for a project. I'm going to bring them down here, and I'm going to hit them with this concept. And I think that it's going to be really rewarding, because I think you're going to hear from their viewpoint why they love the man the way I do. So I think this is going to be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually, I think I may have outdid myself with this one. So you get to hear the Jones family speak on their love of Prince as they got it through their father and what it means to them. Okay? So hey, brother AJ, Prince Thougts. Feel me.
Because he brought that to hang outside, but then when the red, black, and green flag went out there, we just left it out there. Oh, I told him we can interchange the flags.
Listen, get another flagpole.
Exactly.
The states fly 2 flags, the state flag and the U.S. flag.
Yeah, I like that. It looks, the red, black, and green is just as good. I was about to say the other ones we have with
No, that red, black, and green, because it gets wrapped up and it still looks long.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed when I was shoveling
we also
one
have
day.
the Black Lives Matter one, so we have several flags.
Hey, that sign out there is pretty sturdy. I expected it to be torn up by now. I was like,
I
oh,
noticed it today, like, oh, okay, after that they pulled it out.
Especially with the snow, I said, I'm going to let it keep doing its thing, man.
Yeah,
So I love it. All right. How y'all doing? Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Good.
talking.
That's fine. That's that good energy. So how the hell are y'all doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Do you have any idea why I summoned you here today?
No.
We have no idea.
Okay.
I'm nervous. I'm scared, to tell you.
Don't be scared. It's always good.
I just assumed it was a school project.
I like that.
Okay.
It is not, but it is a project.
Okay.
Okay. And more specifically, why did you come here today? Because these two live here. So what brought you here today?
Hey, I somewhat live here.
I know, but you don't understand how integral this is. But
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, I came today because it's my grandmother's birthday.
Okay.
And
nice,
I just thought maybe my mom might need me, so I figured
And
I'd
I
come
did.
today.
Okay. See, so this is even excellent. So this will be a great, because we got some good energy going.
There you go.
All right. So I'm going to hand y'all 3 pieces of paper. And I don't want you to look at it. So I'm going to give you that one.
Okay.
You hold that. I'm going to give you this one. Okay. And I'm going to give you this one. Okay. And are you ready?
I guess.
Karoline, I'd like you to read your paper.
Jam of the Year, Talking Loud and Saying Nothing, featuring Rock and Roll is Alive and MPLS. Purple Rain, Little Red Corvette, Get Your Groove
I
On.
sense a theme.
6, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, featuring The Glamorous Life. Face Down, When You Were Mine, One of Us, Do Me Baby, Adore, Insatiable, Scandalous, Sexy MF, featuring Love or Money, and If I Was Your Girlfriend.
Keyana, if you would read your list, please.
Okay. Diamonds and Pearls, The Beautiful Ones, Venus de Milo, Girls and Boys,
Sensing another theme.
How Come You Don't Call Me Anymore, Take Me With You, and Raspberry Beret.
Junior.
Kiss, Sleep Around, featuring Take the A Train. I Like Funky Music, Baby I'm a Star, in 1999.
What do those things have in common, folks?
Prince.
Prince.
Okay. Quick, my
Prince.
phone ring.
That's Prince though. We southern
I
him,
mean,
you know?
yeah, I mean,
we can't our
answer
fault.
the
We
question.
southern him, yeah.
So why would I give you that list? What does that list mean to you?
Oh. Well, I love
Some
these
sort
songs.
of greatest hits compilation, you know what I mean? That's what I would say. Are these your favorites? I'm
Songs
assuming.
that you like to do.
Okay, I'm liking this. I'm just hearing. Okay.
Karaoke. I wish they had some of these on karaoke. Shoot.
Some of these would have been great karaoke songs, right? Yeah.
How about this? September 16th mean anything to you?
Of what year? Or it don't matter.
That's a great question. I figured you'd probe, but I figured I'd throw it out first.
Nah.
Okay, so you asked the question. September 16th, 1997.
97.
How old were you?
10?
10,
You were?
15.
Okay.
Is this the year we went to see Prince?
Boom!
Is this the set list?
There you go.
Is
Is this the set list?
There you go.
Oh, look, I'm wearing my Purple Rain
You are.
shirt.
You are.
That's why you're integral. Hold that up for the people.
Oh, this is the sign. Is this the one you snatched
this at
off
the Red
No, this was
This the
Yeah,
real
this was
concert
this was
at
at
the
the.
Meadowlands.
No.
You remember when they used to put the signs up at the
Oh,
toll
the
booth?
toll booth.
Center,
The
yeah.
toll booth, remember? And we was driving by, he said, "Hey, that's the show we going to."
There you go.
I remember this.
PNC
Wow.
Art Center.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah, the first one.
Jeez.
So, folks, let me tell you why I've summoned you. I am doing a series where I talk about Prince,
Okay.
where it's just whatever thoughts are coming to my mind. And the last clip I just dropped was about the first time I saw Prince live in concert. And I read these to you, and I gave you all this information because this is the first time you folks ever saw Prince in concert.
Yeah.
I took y'all asked me, why do I love this guy? And I tried to explain it to you, and I said, you know what? You have to see him. If I let you see him, then you will understand me, okay? So now, I need you to go back in the Wayback Machine, okay? I need you to go back into the Wayback Machine. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, I think so.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take you back, and do you remember the first time now? I want you to go back in the machine and think about it. The first time you saw Prince. Because again, AJ, you were 10. Key, you were 15. And Karoline, you were just trying to understand what the hell was wrong with me, why I love this dude. Okay? So I want to see if you can drag your brain and can you remember something about that night? Just see if you can pull some stuff out of your mind. What do you remember about seeing Prince for the first time in your life?
All right. So first of all, me and my conservative self, I knew that Prince, the type of concert Prince might be, and so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to this Prince concert, but I know everybody gonna be going crazy, but I'm gonna be sitting in my seat because that's how I do. I'm way too conservative to be acting a fool with the rest of y'all. But Prince ain't that kind of concert. Okay? There ain't no way in the world you sitting in your seat when Prince hit the stage.
Okay?
So what I remember more specifically about that first time I saw Prince, I was in awe. Literally in awe. The energy in the room, the energy between you and Keyana and AJ and everybody and Prince's energy, it was amazing. And I found myself, my conservative self, standing up and screaming and cheering just like the rest of y'all. And that's when I realized that I too was a Prince fan.
Okay. And let me just set the stage for the folks that don't know. This was at the PNC Art Center. It's an outdoor venue in Holmdel, New Jersey, right off the Garden State Parkway. You can see it sometimes when you're on the parkway. So it was an open air concert outside, which was incredible. So Key, here you are a teenage daughter. You know, this is the point when your parents in your life ain't the cool folks they was when you was like 6, 7, 8.
To be fair,
You know?
y'all always been the cool folks. There never was an age that y'all wasn't, but I get what you're saying about teens.
And
It was the age where I thought I was just
there you
too
go.
good for anybody.
There
So
you
yes.
go. So I want you to tell us what you remember and what hit you from that moment you saw Prince hit that stage.
Okay, well, I don't go to a lot of concerts, and I'm thinking that might have been my first one ever in life, because I don't really remember a lot of concerts in general. I don't like them. I don't like crowds. I don't like people. And you may have. Did you tell us where we were going, or was it a surprise? Because sometimes you do that, where you just drag us out.
I think I might have told y'all.
I think it was a surprise.
You know, but how'd I grab the sign? I think I grabbed the sign after the fact. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so I mean,
Yes.
I may not have been super enthusiastic about being in this space because I don't really like all these people like that. And I remember lots of people, lawn chairs, just parking lot was just packed. But then it's Prince, so you're like, oh snap! So I'm like, okay, this is worthwhile, and it's just amazing to see someone whose music that you love because it's a part of our heritage. That's family. We hear it all the time, but to actually see the individual that's doing the music, and then I remember thinking how small he was. I didn't really know he was. I knew he was little, but just I'm like, that is a tiny man, and he got all this energy. He's just so magnetic, he's very commanding. He's I don't want to say the Beyonce because of course she's way after, but the way newer people feel about Beyonce where it's just mesmerizing.
Yes.
He had that, also. So I was definitely mesmerized. I love the music on the radio, but seeing him perform those songs and dance and just have all the energy, like Karoline said, there's no sitting in your seat. You standing in chairs because you want the people in front of you to stop blocking your view. See, it's crazy because I've gone to other concerts where if people are standing in front of me, I still may not feel like getting up. I'd be like, all right, I can still hear. It's all right. But not Prince. You want to see what he's doing. So I'm like, look, y'all got to look. We all gonna be standing. So I just remember how excited just the energy of the entire place was just huge, and I was a part of it.
Yeah.
And then we didn't want to go home. It was like a dance party. It was just like awesome.
Junior, since you were the young one, but like me,
see, I was about to
you
say,
had the musical connection.
See, and that's a cheat code because we road dogs, so I feel like maybe we've probably done other littler shows like going out and seeing live music before this show, but this is probably because I remember didn't we go? You say you took me to see Hammer. Right?
Yeah, we saw him.
I was young. I know I was young, so I don't really.
Let me look, because I can tell you when that was.
Well, we went to Summer Jam a few times.
The Hammer
wasn't
show.
it like 95 or something?
That was in
96?
1990.
Yeah. See, so
that was
I don't really
before the
remember
Prince show.
that show. I don't really have like memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I distinctly remember the Prince show, and it's funny because the two things that they both said was the standing on the chairs. So to even set the scene, so I think this is why I think I remember it being a surprise, because I think as you walk up to the venue, you start seeing signs, and then you see the people with all their Prince gear. You like,
I know.
hey, wait a minute, hold on, wait a second.
Yeah.
So now that, like she said, that excitement is there. Like, oh, we know what we're getting. Yeah. And then I think didn't Larry Graham open that show?
Thank you.
Okay,
that is one of my questions.
So wait,
that's one of my questions.
Let me tell you why.
Awesome.
But listen, because I knew they wouldn't think of that. But let me tell you why. Because he came out with the drum line. And y'all know I always wanted to be on the drum line.
Yes, sir.
So that, just starting with there, where it's like, okay, I don't know this Larry Graham dude, but we on point already. Whatever this show is, we already on 10. And then, Prince came out and it's Prince.
Yeah.
And so to touch on the seats, it wasn't that, oh, I have to stand on my seat. No, it was like Keyana said, it was... At first, he comes out and the whole crowd goes up and waves. And then it's like, I can't see. Yeah. So now I guess we got to get on the seat. And then you see other people getting on the seat. So it's like to see the whole arena standing on the chair just to try to see the man felt like Beatlemania, how they would explain that.
Okay. Yeah. See, I like that. And now I'm going to fast forward because now that you said it, it was actually one of my questions to the end. And I was going to ask you, do you recall if there was an opening act? And I didn't think none of you would recall.
Because me and Keyana saying, Larry,
I'm like, in 2021, I don't know who Larry
It was the drum line. They came out doing, I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Cool. Sorry.
So if you see Prince's sign at the Times, you can see where he got that from.
Gotcha.
Because he stole it from Larry, okay? I won't say he stole it because other acts have done it, but you can see it was a direct influence. and Larry Graham ended up playing bass in Prince's band. And more importantly, Larry Graham is the guy who helped convert Prince to Jehovah's Witness. So that was the influence that Larry Graham had on Prince.
Didn't know that.
Okay, just so you know how impactful it was. And at that point, Larry Graham and Grandson Station had fallen off, and Prince had his label. He brought Larry Graham, he brought Shaka Khan, and he brought George Clinton onto Paisley Park, and he did records with them to help them get some notoriety. So that classic, you know, give back to the legends who gave to you. So I'm just impressed that you remember Grandson Station, because the one jam.
So I couldn't tell you a song.
The intro was the crowd, was the shit, but they did the song is called The Jam.
Okay.
That's the jam they did. That was their massive jam that just lit the place up and everybody went crazy. So thank you for that. I'm glad you remembered. So I'd like to ask you, you know, what did you know about Prince prior to that night, before you saw him? And that was a Tuesday night, no less. Wasn't he like a weekend type night? So what was your thoughts about Prince before you actually saw him perform live?
Well, I knew Prince.
Okay.
Because I was introduced to Prince when he put out his first song, I Want to Be Your Lover.
That's his second single.
Whatever.
Yes.
That was my first time I heard him.
Exactly.
That was the first time I heard Prince, and I loved Prince at that point. I didn't love Prince the way you love Prince. So when I first met you and you were all into Prince, I was really wondering why you was all into Prince.
Yes.
But it was probably what solidified it for me that I became a Prince fan. Probably like everybody else, it had to be Purple Rain.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me put some timeline to this for you.
Yeah.
So I Want to Be Your Lover came out in 1979. That was actually his second album, but it was probably his biggest hit at that time.
Okay.
So it was 79 is when you discovered Prince,
Yes.
just like I did. And Purple Rain didn't come out till 84.
Right.
So you had all those albums in between.
Yes.
But like you said, Purple Rain was the monster that just gravitated to the world.
Now, I listened to Prince on the radio the way other people did. I didn't go out and buy his records. I didn't have this, and I didn't meet you until 1980.
Yes.
So
and then the Dirty Mind project dropped at 80. So now you were 3 CDs and 3 records into
right.
Prince.
So I wasn't, because in 79 and around that time, I was into who I was into. And at that time, it was like Phyllis Hyman and Karen White and all those people.
Yep.
But when I met you in 1980 and you were beginning to be a Prince fan, all of Prince's music became my music because I listened to the same music you listened to.
Okay. Now for you, it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, Purple Rain, of course. But
With the shirt you're wearing.
yeah.
So apropos.
Yeah. I mean, I was born
Without even
into
knowing.
a Prince loving family,
Yeah,
but
that's the
we
same
watched
answer,
Purple
same
Rain all the
answer.
time. I really loved him, but you know, but after that concert, I started, because I was a teen at that point with my own money, I actually started buying Prince
I do, you
CDs.
sure did,
Yeah,
yep.
and I remember I was so
You
excited.
sure
I was
did.
like, look, I got this one.
Yep.
And he was like, oh, well, yours don't have this because mine has this. Because I used to, you know, back then it was BMG, the whole
The
mailing.
music club, yeah.
Yeah, so I went out and got all these Prince albums for myself, you know, to CDs, and I would listen to them because I'm like, man, I mean, I knew the songs that I knew, like the radio stuff, but
Yep.
I'm like, I want to hear all the
All the
songs,
stuff,
you know? I want to
exactly.
just get to know all his music because he just, you know. So I think I really, even though I already had a love for him, because like I said, I feel like he's a part of the family, after seeing him in concert, I really became a fan of my own merit and not just because that's what the family loves,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Prince became my favorite artist.
I'm so sorry. I love
Not just,
that.
oh, that's my dad's favorite artist, so we all love him. We root for Prince, you know?
Right, right.
And I just a little side note, I got into an argument with my now husband on our first date.
I like this.
Our first date, we driving on the, what is it, FDR. And he's like, Michael Jackson and Prince. I'm like, oh, Prince. Like, you know, like, yeah.
Easy.
He had the audacity to start running down all the reasons why he was a Mike fan. I went from, and no disrespect to Mike, like, love
Exactly.
him too.
We love Mike.
But I don't
Absolutely.
know, something about it. I just had to go hard for Prince. So my voice raised to the highest. And later that evening, because we didn't know each other
Yes.
well at all.
Yeah.
Later that evening, he texts me and he's like, quick question. Is that how you get it? Like, you upset about something? Because if so, I don't know if it's going to work. Because I really can't take somebody yelling at me like that. But I was offended. I had to represent for Prince. So, yes, I think that all was you know, it was cultivated from that one
That's
evening.
speaking volumes. I love that.
We can wrap in both of what she just said
Yes.
into my answer actually. So, like she said, born into a house where you're gonna hear Prince. We used to have the house parties, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
where the speakers was upstairs.
Yes.
Even if you don't want to hear songs, the songs is on. So you hear enough
And not to
Prince
mention
in a
all the
party.
car rides.
Yeah, exactly. We would do the errands where, again, yo, just get in the car, we going somewhere. Cool, it's Prince CDs, okay? And it's never, we gonna listen to Sign of the Times. We gonna
No.
listen to 1999. No, it's hand-picked personal joint. Oh, this is from the 12-inch joint. Got this. Yes. So when that is my introduction, it's kind of hard to not be like, okay, this person is somebody good. But then, to piggyback off what you're saying on that kind of beef, Prince was somebody that got made fun of a lot, was an easy target for people.
Yes, indeed.
So for me, enjoying the music and having that always defend, like she said, defend his honor,
Yes.
it made me do like her and just dive deeper. So I believe it was really the Batman movie.
Okay.
Because again, I'm a kid. You know, we talking, what was it, 1990, right? 1991, something like
Yeah,
that. I think it was
I
1990 as a matter of fact.
Yeah, when Batman
So,
CD dropped.
Yeah. So, you know, we had the tapes and all that, and now you're hearing Prince's music
Yeah.
in the cool movie as a kid. Oh, come on. That kind of cemented it.
Okay.
So seeing the show, that did wonders. And then I think we saw the Time, too, shortly after that.
Yeah, we saw them
So
live.
again,
Club
now that's
Day.
the same. Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the same kind of camp, and so it's like, oh
Well,
no, this
basically, it was
is
Prince's music.
yes, there's something
Being
about
played by other
that.
guys.
Yes. So again, I think it was easier living in this house, definitely, to just get in touch with Prince. You know.
Okay, see, I like. Ain't y'all glad I grabbed you for this? Tell me how they feeling it.
Hey, listen, they tell you
I'm
we're talking
feeling
about
this.
Prince. Come on.
Okay.